people, but you just relax. Just relax. I know I talked about last show. Today is Wednesday, so on Monday we were talking about this. Talked about how, success is really not that hard. It's really the hardest part is just the decision. Making a decision that you're going to be successful is the hardest part for most people. But after you do that, success is really pretty simple. It's really easy. So I want to challenge y'all all today to relax. And now, how can you get to the point of relaxation? Well, first you got to be sure of what you're doing. When you know what you're doing is like in line with who you are, when you know what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, when you can feel like this is where I'm supposed to be at, when it starts to feel easy, just relax. Even when things get like crazy, and we all been there. I've been there. I'm always there. I was just telling Danielle the other day, like, I got mad anxiety right now. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I got all these emotions and feelings. Just like, bro, just relax. Because feeling a certain way about it ain't going to change nothing. Hear what I'm saying? Having all the anxiety, having all the emotion around it, it's not going to change anything. So just relax and enjoy the ride. Enjoy your time. Enjoy the journey. When you relax, you start enjoying the journey more. And then I feel like when you relax, you start trusting yourself more. It's like when you're relaxed, you have more faith in who you are. You don't have to be all stressed out because you know it's going to work out. That's why you relaxed. So get to the point of relaxation throughout your successful period. Get to the point of truly being okay, like this. Just really being like satisfied, full. What's another word I wanna use? That one don't satisfied and full don't come across the way I want it to come across. It's the only word I can find at the time, but it just makes you feel, I don't know, certain. You got to get certain about the things that we're doing. Got to get certain about the things that you're doing. Let me ask you this question. The thing that you want to do, are you going to do it for certain? This is a big question to answer today. Are you going to do it for certain? Are you going to do it for certain? Are you still not sure? Are you still not sure about what it is you want to do? Are you still wondering? Are you still trying to decide? I'm going to tell you right now, if you have yet to decide, then you're never going to be able to relax. Once you decide, you can relax. You know why? Because no matter what you believe in, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whatever it is, energy, it all reads the same. It all says, have faith in what you believe in. So you got faith that you will be provided with everything that you need. It's nothing to do but relax. It's like ordering food at a drive-through window. You just go through the line. After you order your food, you relax. You don't got to think about what you want no more. You don't have to keep perusing over the menu anymore. You don't have to keep thinking about how much it's going to cost. You've done everything you need to do. All that's yet to do or left to do is receive. But you got to get to a point of full relaxation. And as I'm telling y'all this, I'm telling myself this. I always say that I'm talking to myself on this show because I need to relax. Honestly, y'all, I need to relax. I need to be more confident. And if I relax, it'll prove that I'm more confident in myself. It'll prove that I believe in myself even more. And I got to prove to myself that I do believe in myself that much. Like I always have to show myself that I am who I say I am. I always have to prove to myself that I believe in me. I really want y'all to take this deeply. I always have to prove to myself that I believe in me more than I did before. That's why I believe in taking bigger risks. That's why I believe in taking bigger sacrifices. That's why I believe in taking quantum leaps. That's why I believe in going long. I'm gonna jump to the chat because I got my people out here. My brother Dash approves in the chat. He said, you feel at peace. You're talking about when you relax, you know, when you got to figure it out, you feel at peace. And peace, I'm telling you right now, is man, I don't know what else you would want more than just peace of mind, a piece of cake, this peace. No, but seriously, like real peace, true peace is what you got to be after. And I think that striving to be the best version of you and being in alignment with who you are, who you want to be, that's important. Now, I want y'all to also understand this. Don't think about all the things that you don't do correctly. Don't think about all your demons that you have, because that's all part of it. You can relax with your demons too. Welcome your demons in. Say, oh, demons, I'm glad you're here. See, what we have to recognize is that the devil has a purpose. Because the reason why I love the yin and yang symbol so much, I have it tattooed on my wrist, because you can't recognize the good if there's no bad. You know, I love the movie Hercules, the cartoon version, because there's Hades and then there's Zeus, which is the representation of God and the devil, and they're brothers. They're brothers, and they get along. Like, they just doing their job, even though they're against each other to rule the world. Like, they're doing their job. Like, Zeus gave Hades that job. Like, here's your job. You know, you're gonna run the underworld. So you understand, like, the demons have a purpose too. So don't be trying to like get rid of them and be like, you got to deal with those too. Like, invite them in, say, what's up? You know, help me recognize what I need to do by showing me what I don't need to do. So invite your demons in too. Erica's in the chat, asked me about my skin. She says, me too. He said, I love the message for today. It's very on point. I'm glad that you can relate to this, because sometimes I come here, I don't know, you know, how everybody, who's going to feel what. But like I said, it's therapy for me. So I'm glad that people connect and are attached to it the same way I am. Truth be told, like I said, I'm trying to come to a point where I'm sincerely coasting. Like, I'm chilling. Like, nothing is difficult. And I recognize, like, nothing is really hard. It's just a matter of making a decision and doing it and putting in the time. Like, nothing is actually hard, because you can learn to do anything. I'm gonna say that again. Nothing is actually hard. So that means, if I say nothing, that means making $1 million is not making 100 or whatever you want to make. It's not hard. It's just a matter of deciding that's what you want and then moving towards it. See, what makes it difficult, and I talked about this last show, what makes it hard, what makes it stressful is not sticking with your decision, man. People don't stick to the script. They change up so much. They change the plot. Now hear what I'm saying. I love change. I'm always trying to change something. But you got to stick to the route, man. You got to stick to the ultimate goal. You got to stay on course. Outwitting the Devil, I talk about this book all the time, and I've used this reference before, but I'm going to bring it up again because it's relevant. The dangling carrot. The dangling carrot. The distraction, the things that make you step away or step off course because there's something immediate right in front of you. The dangling carrot. The dangling carrot represents money, an idea. It represents good. So you stop striving for great. The dangling carrot represents good. So you stop striving for great. It represents something so you won't have, so that way it distracts you from everything. It represents a little so you don't get a lot. You can't have a little and a lot. It's one or the other. So be wary and be careful of that dangling carrot that will always try to take you off course. And then you're no longer relaxing. Now you're trying to figure out how to get back on course. And that's the stressful part. Trying to figure out how to get back on course. Trying to figure out, how do I get back to that place where I was most happy? Well, you decided to take the dangling carrot because it was right there and you hungry. So you're going to eat, you're going to eat that right now. I'm going to tell you right now, stick to the course and relax. Every opportunity is not your opportunity. Every opportunity is not your opportunity. Sometimes that opportunity that's been presented to you is a work by the devil. I'm trying to tell y'all, sometimes the devil works in opportunities too. The devil will sell you whatever you want. Whatever you think you want, the devil will sell it to you. So sometimes the distraction, and by the way, I gotta say this because this is very important for context. I don't know if I said it on the show before. I believe I have, but the devil is not trying to purpose is not to trying to kill you or any of that. That's not, I don't know if y'all really understand how this works, but most people think it's this evil thing that's happening. And it's really not. The devil is not like an evil thing. It's just not in line with God. What God has in store for you, or the plan that God has set out for you, which is ultimately what you agree with God on. By the way, I don't know if y'all know that, but you agree with God what the plan is going to be. God, I mean, you got to agree, you got to cooperate. But it's just simply just taking you off that plan. It's simply just distracting you from God's plan. That's it. With anything, money, opportunity, food, anything that you like is useful. Anything that you like is useful for the devil. If you into women, devil gonna use the women. If you into money, devil gonna use the money. If you looking for opportunity, devil gonna use our opportunities. Whatever you into, the devil's gonna use. So you got to understand that every opportunity is not always the opportunity for you. Saying no keeps your relaxation. Not taking on too much. See, here's what I've learned to do as well. And I'm getting better at this as time goes on. Not committing to a bunch of different things. I'm serious on this one. But just not committing to a lot of things. Committing to a few things. And just being upfront with people when they ask you, oh man, I would love to, but man, I'm kind of locked in right now. I don't really have a lot of extra. I can't commit to that. You know how many people often come to me and say, yo, I want to start a podcast with you. I want to do a podcast. I'm like, man, I'm locked in. I think it'd be dope. Yeah, probably, but I'm locked in right now. It seems like it's in line with what I'm doing, right? Of course, but I know it's just doing things. I'm not just trying to do things for the sake of doing them. Everything needs a purpose. Everything must be intentional. When everything is purposeful, it feels better. Every time you show up somewhere, it's a purpose behind it. It's fulfilling something. It's making something progress. It's manifesting something. Something is actually happening. As long as I've been doing this show, I would tell y'all this. Every time I come to the studio, I feel like something happens to me. I feel like something happens to me every single time I sit down. Every single time I cut this equipment on, I cut the mixer on, then I cut the microphone on, and I cut the computer on. I set up everything. I just feel like something is happening every time. I can feel it. I literally can feel it happening. That's why I've never missed a show. All the years I've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen, I've never missed a show. I've never ran a rerun. Try to drink my water. Never ran a rerun. Been every show, every time. Even when I was out of state. Every show, every time. Because the reason why I do that, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, is to prove to myself, and to prove to nobody else. It's to prove to me that it's like a heat check. How do I feel about going to the studio today? How do I feel about doing what I'm about to do today? And if I can get up every time with the same fulfillment and the same passion and the same enjoyment, then I know that I'm moving in the right direction. To this day. Here I am, years later, finding myself had never missed a show. I mean, I'm thinking about it right now. It's kind of like just dawned on me how long it's been since 2015. This year 6. This year 6. Never missed one. And by the way, and I've been doing shows 2 times a week, my whole career. Simple reason, I said it before, but just to share it again. I simply look at what everybody else is doing, which was once a week, and I say, okay, well, I got to move twice as fast as everybody else. I got to work harder than the next person. If they going once a week, if I go once a week, I'm gonna be where they at. I think that me going twice a week honestly has a lot to do with the success of the company, the success of my career, simply by deciding that I'm just going to do more than the next person. But here's the thing, it never felt like more work. To me, it never felt like more work. It just felt like I was speeding up the process, because 100 shows is going to be 100 shows and 100 shows. You see what I'm saying? No matter what. If you do it once a week, it'll take you 100 weeks to get to 100 shows. 100 weeks, 2 years. To get to 100, I was able to experience that same, length of time, length of experience at half the time. So the whole key was always to cut down the time. Speed up the process. And now I'm getting to the point where I feel like, you know what? I'm about to chill. Because I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly where I'm headed. I know what's about to happen. I've already ordered my food. I'm just in line about to pick it up from the window. The good news will be a multi-million. I'm sorry. That's so wrong. Excuse me. Can I change my order, please? That was a mistake. A multi-billion-dollar media company. Period. And and it's like, I'm not even wavering as much as I was last month. I'm not wavering. And here's the thing. See, when that goal is already set to say, hey, this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, it doesn't frighten me to do anything, because I know that it's necessary to get to that goal. I understand now. I get it now. Like, okay, I can't get to multi-billion dollars unless these certain things are done. Okay, so I do them. Now it seems easy. It's like cutting on the lights so you can see in a room that was once dark. So serious. It's like cutting on the lights to see in a room that was once dark when you decide. When you decide. People shared some news with me over this last week, which, as I'm putting it all together, it comes down to what we already know, which is work on yourself harder than you work on your job. Work on yourself harder than you work on your job. Now, let me ask you a question. What does that look like? Well, I talked about it a little bit, maybe last show or the show before. Most of it is, if we're talking about the mental aspect of growth and working on yourself, most of it is educating yourself. Majority of it is becoming more educated on things that you're involved in. is becoming personally developed, I realized that success follows people. I gotta get this like, I gotta like really make y'all understand this. Success follows people. Success follows people. So as you are striving for it, recognizing that the successful people are not going after success, success is going after them. Success is going after them. You know, it's so crazy because along with myself and a couple of some of my other friends, we all got like recent calls about people specifically trying to hire us for things. Like it ain't like, oh, submit your resume and see what happens. Like, no. Like, we want you. We see what you're doing. We see how you're evolving. We like who you are. We want you. It's like a big difference when you don't have to convince somebody, or you don't have to, like, you know, try to make them believe that you are a certain type of individual, when they can just see who you are and what you do and know already. It's you like, your results show more than you can tell. They probably won't agree with this, but I do. I judge people based on their results, not based on ideas. Shall we get into this for the last 5 minutes? I judge people based on their results, not their ideas. No. Because everybody I've ever met has had a good idea. I've never met a person who has not had one. Let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you act on your idea? Or let me ask you this. Let me ask a better question. Why don't you just decide that this is what you're going to do with your life, so that way you can relax? Why haven't you decided that you're going to do what you want to do? Why haven't you? Why haven't you decided that life is going to be on your terms? Why haven't you decided that? Why haven't you decided that you're going to live however you so choose? Why haven't you decided that? I think it's about damn time you decide to live on your terms. Stop doing shit you don't want to do. I don't care how much money it makes you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, because that is a devil's carrot. It's a distraction. Only do what you want to do. And, you know, also, listen, anything can be justified by anything. I remember in grad school, if y'all should check this out. It's called the Encomium of Helen. Shout out grad school, man. That was a real education. I would say, I mean, I went to like undergrad, but grad school was like, undergrad is like regurgitation of information. Grad school is, you have to create new findings and new information. You have to add to the study. To graduate, you have to add to the study of communications, so people can use your documentation or your writings as as academia. So anyways, incredible experience. But Encomium of Helen, written by Plato. And it was I won't get into it, but anyway, in that Encomium of Helen, it's very short. It's a few, like 5 pages, I think. In it, he pretty much proves that through the choice of words, that he can make something, seem totally different. Same situation, but just by a simple choice of words, the proper use of rhetoric, persuasion, he can make somebody that was guilty seem innocent. It was like the first lawyer ever. Called the Encomium of Helen. I just thought it was fantastic. But anyways, it was used to prove that you can make things make sense. You can justify anything if you want. You just got to be real with yourself. So don't justify the BS just so you can do it and then be like, oh yeah, like, I mean, come on, man. Like, at some point you got to keep it real with yourself and say, hey, yo, I'm not all in. I think that's just the two words right there, all in. Are you all in? Are you all in? Are you still 75%? Are you still 50%? Are you still 40%? Are you still 99%? Or are you all in? You know, Jeff Bezos is all in for Amazon. Bill Gates is all in for Microsoft. Steve Jobs is all in for Apple. Kathy Hughes is all in for Radio One. You got to be all in. You got to be all in. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all take some time. Work hard, but relax while you're doing it. Just relax while you're doing it. It's easy. Remember, this shit is easy. It's not hard. Stop making it seem hard. I know everybody want to be on a grind and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I've been there and I've done that. But damn, that's hard work. I'm tired of that. I realize that I don't even have to do all that. It's unnecessary. Like, now my grind is different. I'm grinding to make sure I'm chilling and relaxed the whole time. I'm poised. That's the word, poised. Just poised. Not too high, not too low. Just poised. Let's keep you poised, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see y'all next week.
Life gets hard sometimes. It doesn't matter when or where you served. If you're a veteran struggling, it only takes a moment to reach out for support.